Welcome to Eli Goldsmith's Inspired Flow. Today we are in Yerushalayim, Jerusalem, the holy city, and tomorrow, Be'ezrat Hashem, we will be in London. We are very appreciative of the journey that we're going on, and the Inspired Flow continues no matter what, no matter how busy or not busy, or whether it's up, down, left, right, all around. Hashem is to be found. The flow is there, and the unity continues. We are holding now in a special time leading up to Hanukkah. It's a time of deep light and inspiration that comes out through the Yotzai of Rav Dov Ber, the Mittler Rebbe, all the way through to Yud Kislev, all the way through to Hanukkah. It's a very special time. We have the power to attach ourselves into the light of our forefathers. We spoke about it on Amunah's Our Future, Avram Yitzchak Yaakov. We're now in Yaakov's time, and there's a very special thing at the end of the last week's parsha. We talk about this concept called Galed. It's a very powerful time, and we have the ability to attach to Nekudas Tovas. This is the key to inspired flow, to really know what our Nekudas Tovas, what our good points are. That's the Gal Aid. Reveal this aid, this iron, this Dalit, this big of Shema and Echad. This is a concept of aid, being a testimony, a testifier of positivity, of good, of the flow, of unity. That's this big iron of Shema. There's the big letters, and the big Dalit of Echad, of Hashem one, and that's all within the Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. And says Rabbi Nachman, Esmach Od, rejoice in that Ode. That's a powerful concept. So it's not only rejoice, but I will rejoice in that Ode, in that positive place, that Gal Aid, that revealing, Gal is revealing of the Ode, of this testimony that I have good, that I am good, I have a soul. I spoke about that from Rav Shalom Arush Shlita. We have in this time ability to attach to a much deeper light. Now obviously around us there's a lot of intensity and things that are not positive and don't give us connection to that flow, and that's the whole concept of what we're here for in the world, to work on ourselves, to grow. And a big key is from these special weeks that we're in is about sharing that light with others, sharing the inspiration, going out of your way to connect with other people. Personally right now we're doing a lot of work in my own family, so people have asked to come for Shabbos, things like that. It's just not really the time period right now for that kind of thing. We just have a lot of inner work to do in my own home, and at the same time we also have the ability to focus on Shalom Bayis and the marriage, and from there will come out a lot of light. That's very important to make sure first that you're connected in to your own home and your wife, your children, or your husband, whichever way around, or your relationship, whatever it is, to connect in and have that positive moment. But even before that, you have to make sure that you are yourself attached to that positive part of yourself, and then you can see with those kind of glasses or that kind of view and outlook the positive around you. Without that, without revealing that Ode, that aid, that true testimony of what we're here in the world for, you can't really see the truth of who we really are. And that takes inner work. So all of us need to work on this. It's a very deep concept and real concept. It's something in this generation is very hard to come by on a daily level and a momentary level, because we're constantly being bombarded by all kinds of distractions and noises and different ways of thinking, and seeing success all around us all the time online and hearing about it from our friends and this, that, and all the great things everybody's up to, Baruch Hashem. But obviously we know that a lot of that is just external, and the inner reality is that people are struggling with themselves, with their inner voices. I mean, I've been listening to a singer called NF, and he's not a Jewish singer. He is a very talented rap lyricalist. I don't usually, push music, general mainstream music out there, but him, for some reason, I just feel he's really able to tap into the true battle going on within. Now he tends towards a bit more of a dark side of the reality of the inner battle, which might explain some of his pain and past of who he is, even though he's now successful, but he's still dealing with those inner voices. And thank God he keeps his music clean. He has no what we call preachers. Nothing in there that's unnecessary. It's just real deep messages and deep visual messages and journeys through the inner mind, through the inner soul. And that's something which, nowadays is a bit unique, and there should be more of this kind of music and searching. It doesn't need to be swearing and profanities and people doing sexual stuff on the camera. It's thank God he's clean from all that, and he has a belief in God, whatever that is. But the point is that he's able to share something which is a deep struggle from within, and he's a musician which I respect because of the talent and the energy of what he's putting out there. And we hope there'll be many more such things. The good news on my booking side is that we have Nissan Black putting out, please God, some new music, and he's putting out a new Hanukkah song, and then there's other music that's coming out. And it's important to appreciate the talent around you that's developing and being developed, and thank God new music is good. For me personally, music is a very big part of my inspiration, of my soul, and that's why I'm always sharing. I have other good news. I'm also working with a band called Neural. Neural are going to be putting out new music, and I'm going to be working on that today. We have other such talented musicians, even a talk of joining up with a female singer. We'll get more to that once we've clarified all the parts of it. And we have the big opportunity also to really work on developing the Unity projects, with our Muna Tour 2020. So we're putting that out there, and Muna is our future. You're welcome to go there and see on our part of the podcast what's doing for the new tours for 2020, and everyone's welcome to get involved. We'd love it to have more music, more backing, more larger platforms, and everyone once again can share this podcast and share with me their inspirations, because it is so much going on right now, thank God, in a good way. And that includes me being in London this week to focus on my wife and my family on a break. And that is the key, really, to get that inspired flow, to make sure your relationships are solid and together before going outwards. And then that will be the key for, say, the time of Hanukkah, which is a time of sharing the inspiration outwards, that light, and Yutek Kitzur, which is all about sharing Chassidus and outward messages. This is what we can do on a daily level. So please God, Hashem should give us the strength, and this should be a beautiful week. Should have good news, hear new music from Nissan Black, check it out, it's coming out soon, and a lot of other good things going on. Keep in touch, all the best, live inspired, share your unity flow.